Oh no. Luckily I got this. It's in front right there. 13. Woo, those are hot. Oh, okay. Youchie, that's hot. That, my friends, is full of oil. I'll do a video. Well, that's where my oil leak's coming from. That sucks. So what that is actually a plenum gasket leak. Man, that's hot. I don't know. It must sit just like that. So here's the new gasket. And here's this. I got that all cleaned off as best I could. Check that out. This actually opens good now. Butterfly valves. It's pretty nice actually now. Okay. Bolt through there. So I can line up the holes. Is that right? I guess so. There's that. Plug this back in. This was broken. I don't know if that's important or not. Okay. So that's all back on. That's snug. That, I don't know if that's important or not. No missing screws, that's tight. I'm gonna go take it for a test spin and see if it whines, because it needs to build up pressure and it won't do that here. Okay, so I'm back. That didn't work. I ended up picking up a new IAC, which is the idle air control valve. And I believe that it's either A, super dirty inside of where the valve sits. It's not able to extend or retract all the way, so it's letting air whistle by. 2, I also think that the whine is coming from the butterfly valves. They're dirty. So there's a chance that it's not sitting all the way and it's letting air get sucked into there. That's what I believe, because I did the throttle body gasket. That didn't work. Still have that annoying whine. So I will swap that out. This was 40 bucks and we'll go from there. Alright, so I've already taken off the air intake box. The IAC sits back here, and I'm gonna take this all off again. I'm gonna do a better cleaning of it, and we'll see if that fixes anything. And I'm gonna try to carefully reuse my gasket, which comes off very easy. Okay, so supposedly it gets gunged up inside here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart and clean it out, put the new one in. this rattles around. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. I'm not well versed enough, but can say this one doesn't have that rattle noise. This thing rattles and shakes. Alright, so I just got it all cleaned up. Check that out. Butterfly valve's closed nice. I got it all cleaned out inside of there. And the port where that valve goes was totally caked full of carbon buildup, and so we know that this goes here. Alright, correct size, T20. I don't want to strip anything. That's the one right there. I think we're ready to rip, honestly. Wonder if that'll make the whistling noise stop. Because I'm wondering if it's, yeah, there's something going on over here. I think I found the leak. So what I'm holding is a gasket. It sits on top of the throttle body, and then here's the air intake, like the plastic that sits right there, and this is supposed to be a perfect circle. As you can see, I'm missing a large chunk of it, and it's in pieces. I thought this was a spacer. I broke out the fog machine, and I was doing my best trying to figure out where this vacuum leak was coming from, where the whistling was coming from. My dad pointed out, he said, so it sounds like it's coming from up on top. And so he unscrewed it and pulled it off, and there was no noise and stuff. So he's like, that's weird. Isn't there supposed to be like a gasket that seals everything so air doesn't get sucked up underneath the intake? I don't know. The answer is yes. So what happened was, that's where the whistle's coming from. And I feel like an idiot because I just got done chasing a ghost, basically. Can you believe that? It was a gasket. It wasn't the throttle body gasket. It wasn't the idle air control valve. It was literally a little broken gasket right up on top. It's one bolt. You just unscrew it and there it is. On the flip side though, I can say the throttle response is way smoother, and cruising speeds, it's smoother. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not getting these weird fluctuations, and there's definitely way less noise. So there's a benefit to that. Number two, the gasket was $343. Not only does the little kit come with a gasket, it comes with something else. A couple things actually, so sneak peek. Alright, so we got the throttle body all taken apart, and what I'm going to be doing is grinding down these wings. And what that's going to do is let air get sucked down into there a lot smoother. It's going to not restrict it so much. directions kind of blow. Yeah, see there's that little black spacer. I forgot to put that in. Alright, moving on. I installed it the wrong way. Now look, now it fits perfect. Would you look at that? Well, it's not coming off anytime soon. Looks pretty cool. That was a pain in the neck to put in. Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. That's so annoying. Alright, so here's the old pump and power steering. Here's the new one, new Reservoir, new pulley I just got them putting on. That's the bracket that goes up in there. What a pain in the butt. Here's a fun one for you. These are 3 ground cables. As I was turning the bolt, this top part's supposed to come off. It didn't. I didn't notice until it went twink. All 3 ground wires broke. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, but it's working. There's the new one. Alright, so we got a new power steering pulley, new reservoir, new pump in there as well. I also got an idle control pulley and the automatic tensioner pulley as well. Everything is super Loctite, no more rattling. Cold air intake is working really well. So yeah, that's how it's looking. And then here's those ground wires that I broke. Looks pretty good. Everything's grounded. And also that leak, that whining noise was actually this gasket right here. It sits between, I guess this is called the doghouse and the throttle body. Back there, that's the idle air control valve. That's new. And then the oil pressure sensor sits back here. That's new. Fix my oil pressure. Overall, it's running real smooth now.